Okay, so let's talk about moves, probably the most vital part of the mechanics of the game. So, uh, after the dice roll, both teams will receive the amount of moves for the number they roll. So, for example, if I roll a 5, I get 5 moves. If Andrea rolls a 3, she gets 3 moves. In this way of playing, the team that wins the dice roll will go first. Okay. Main ways that you can use your moves. First one, very simple, is for one move, you could move a player without possession of the ball by 1 space, okay? And they can move in any direction you wish, as long as there is no one in the space that they are going to move into. So, for example, I could use 1 move to move the 7 forwards. The second way you can use a move is by playing a pass, okay? So, for a pass to be valid, it must travel along horizontal, vertical, so backwards or forwards lines, or diagonal, okay? For it to be a diagonal pass, it must be a true diagonal, as the bishop would move in chess. So, for example, I can pass to the 10 because that's a true diagonal, but I couldn't pass to the 7 because that is not a true diagonal. It doesn't matter how far away the teammate is, it's still one move. Importantly, if the opposition are blocking the path between, you cannot make that pass. So, for example, now I cannot pass to the 8, 10, or the 9 because they are blocked, but I could pass to the 5 or the 4. The final way you could use a move is by dribbling, okay? So dribbling simply is moving the player in possession of the ball by 1 space in any direction, okay? So I'm going to move diagonally 1 space here. Once the player has dribbled by 1 space, he cannot dribble again until the ball is passed. So, for example, I've dribbled 1 space here. I must now pass the ball. That's another move. And now the number 8 in possession of the ball could make another dribble move. Okay? Now, after I've made my moves, Andrea can move her 3, for example.
For example, here, and here.
Yeah. Perfect. Okay. Now, it's important that the team that loses the dice roll are not allowed to tackle. Okay. So let's talk about tackling then. Let's say in the next roll, Andrea wins and she gets 5 moves and I have 3. So the way that Andrea is going to tackle is she's going to use 2 moves to go into the space that the player of the ball has and then back out. So that's going to be 2 moves. So it's 1 in, 1 out. That's 2 moves. And now she has possession of the ball. She could use the rest of those 5 moves, so 3, 4, and 5, a dribble. There you go, she's into the area. I then have my 3 moves, but again, because I lost the dice roll, very important, because I lost the dice roll, I cannot make a tackle. Okay. There are some advanced rules on this. Check out slide tackle, check out tactical golazo as well, which just mixes up what you can and cannot do. But in this version, that's where we are.